morning students, how are you all today? I hope you are quite well and also you have enjoyed your 3 days holidays nicely. Okay, today as I told earlier, from today I will be starting a new chapter, that is comparing quantities. So this chapter actually includes 3 exercises. Exercise 8.1, 8.2 and 8.3. Sorry, 8.3. But all 3 exercises, for this exercise is the basis of all exercise, where we need to know what is percent, what is ratio, how you convert ratio into percent, how you convert any decimal number into percent. You have already come to in class 7. I told you also before holidays, so you should go to this class 7 standard book, where you will come to know how to convert any number into ratio, into percent. Okay, so without wasting time, I am just starting. Today we will have what? Exercise, I will start exercise 8.1. Exercise 8.1. Okay, so here we have to know percent word, percent, ratio, proportion. These are the 3 meanings, and how to find out the percent, how to find a percent, how to find out percent and its value. Find out percent and its value. These things we have to learn from here. Thereafter, next exercise, we need to know selling price, cost price, loss, profit, discount, and then tax, that is VAT. Okay, 8.2 and 8.3 is the interest. In class 7th you have come to know simple interest. Here you will come to know, okay, compound interest. And before studying compound interest, I will show you how simple interest help us to find out the compound interest. Thereafter, I will start exercise. Okay. Now, this is about the 8.3, not now. So, first of all, we have to know percent. What is meaning of percent? Percent. Greek word percent means means out of. Cent means 100. When we compare anything out of 100, then we call it as a percent. Say in example, okay, when it is not out of 100, I have to make it out of 100. Say suppose 35 out of 100. How can I write down? 35 upon 100. 100 should be denominator. 100 should be denominator. When 100 is the denominator and numerator is there, that is equals to this percent. This is the symbol of percent. That means we are comparing 35 out of 100. But when it is not 100, we have to make it 100. Say 25, you have got 8 marks out of 25. Now, how can we write down this percent? So, to do it, what to do actually? We have to multiply the numerator by denominator by 4. Okay, it will be 100. Same thing we have to do it here also. Then 100. That equals to 32%. But it is not possible all the time. Then we can convert the denominator completely as 100. Suppose here I am showing you, you have got 4 marks out of 7 marks. How can I make it percent? So I cannot make it 100. There is no such a number which when multiply 7 it will be 100. So in that situation, the simplest shortcut method is any number, you need to find out the percent, you multiply that as our 100. Okay, so it will be 400 by 7. After that, after calculation, it is coming what? 5 ja, and then 7 ja, this 1 by 7%. This way we can find out. Okay, this is the procedure to find out the percent. Even decimal number, say 0.25. Okay, 0.25. How to find out the percent? Multiply it by 100. Okay, so it will be 25%. Clear? And not only that, even suppose I like to convert 12. What is the percent? You multiply it by 100. 1200%. What is the meaning actually? How it is done? You see, 12 can be written 12 by 1. So denominator is now 1. Now, if you multiply it by 100, so it will be 100. Because I told you, anything where you compare out of 100, so it is not out of 100. To make it 100, I need to multiply it by 100. So since I have multiplied to denominator by 100, I have to multiply numerator by 100. So now it is 1200 by 100. Don't cancel the 0. So now I am considering 1200 out of 100. That will be equivalent to 1200%. Understood my point? So that means when anything we need to find out the percent, we multiply the number by 100. It may be decimal number, it may be fractional number, it may be whole number, it may be ratio. So ratio, how can I find out the percent? Ratio, suppose any number 3:2, 4 is the ratio. Okay, how to find out the percent? Ratio can be written as a what? Fraction 3 by 4. 3 by 4 multiplied by 100. So it will be 25, then 75%. So ratio, when it is ratio is there, we need to show it in a fraction and then multiply it by 100, you will get the percent. So this is the general discussion about how to find out the percent. Now I will start stepwise. First I told you percent meaning you have come to know. Percent means when we compare any number out of 100, then the result is the percent. Okay? Clear? Now ratio. Coming to the ratio. Percent is what? Ratio. What is ratio? Ratio. Ratio is a comparison of two quantities of same kind by division. Okay? So it is a comparison of two quantities of same kind by division. Okay, you just underline the two words, two quantities and same kind. This is the most important word for the ratio. Why? I am just discussing. Now I told you ratio is a comparison of two quantities of same kind by division. Say 10 rupees to 30 rupees. Clear? 10 rupees to 30 rupees. Instruction: show in a ratio, find the ratio of this. And afterward, then percent may be there. So how can I write down? First quantity is 10 rupees. Second quantity is 30 rupees. So there are two quantities, and kind is what? Rupees, unit. kind is unit. So then I can write down that equals to 10 by 30, that is cut 1:3. Clear? Now again same question, say 20 paise to 3 rupees. So two quantities, 23. Okay, quantities is there, but kind. First one is paise, second one is rupees. Can you show any ratio directly? No, you cannot. What to do then? I have to make them same quantity. Paise and rupees, these are not same kind. I have to convert either paise to rupees or rupees to paise. So always greater to lower. That is the best way to solve this question. Okay. So then what we will do? 20 paise. Again you write down to 3 into 100. 300 paise. So when you convert into same kind, thereafter you can write down 300 cut to this cut 1 by 15. So ultimately it's coming 1:15. Got it? Have understood? So when the quantities are not same kind, you cannot find out the ratio directly. I have to convert into same kind. Okay. Another example I am giving you. Say 2 years to 4 months. So it is years and this is months. Quantities are not same kind. Okay, what to do? Always greater to small. Year convert into months. Months should not convert into year because it may be fraction or decimal again. It will come and there will be a problem for you. So always greater to smaller. So 2 years means 2 into 12 months. When you multiply this to 4 months. Okay. So it will be 24 months to 4 months. So now both the quantity are in same kind. So 24 by 4, it will cut 6 by 1, 6:1. Is 2. This symbol is called is 2. Okay, 6:1. How understood? Now another situation I am telling you. Sometimes students and also some other person also, they don't consider about the kind. Say if I consider 30 students, 30, find the ratio, 30 students to 6 benches. How can we find out the ratio? Quantity is there, 30 and 6. 30 and 6. But kind is what? First one is student, second one is bench. Can we convert bench into student or student into bench? No. Then what will be the ratio? The formation of ratio is not possible. Though we can write down in mathematically 30 by 6, but that is not the proper ratio as per the concept of ratio. We cannot, when the quantities are not same kind, I cannot find out the ratio. So what will be your answer? Formation of ratio is not possible since the quantities are not same kind. Understood? So when you are not able to convert student into bench or benches to student, you cannot form the ratio. Number is there, quantity is there, still you cannot. Your answer will be formation of ratio is not possible. Mind it this word. Okay, so these are the general discussions about ratio. Now I think I can start. Your proportion is what? What is proportion? An equality of two ratio. That means equality of two ratios. Say 4:5 equals to 12:15. This equality. what is the value of the 4:5? That will be equivalent to the 12:5. And equality of the two ratios is called proportion. So when it will come in your conditions, I will explain it. Okay. Now I am starting a question from your textbook. Okay. How to find out the ratio? Have you understood? I think the concept of ratio is clear to you all. So you have to remember this thing, because class 9, 10 nobody will tell you, because this is not also there. And whatever you have learned in 17 throughout your student life you have to remember. Otherwise you will not get anywhere afterward. This type of exercise you will not get in 9, not get in 10. Then how you solve this type of question when you are preparing for competitive exam? Okay. Now first question is what? Find the ratio of the following. Speed of cycle is 15 km per hour to the speed of scooter 30 km per hour. That means cycle speed is 15 km per hour, and that is also 30 km per hour. The ratio is what? Simply you can find out. Find out the speed of cycle. Speed of cycle to speed of scooter. Double T here? No, singular. Scooter. Both the things are dead, but speed is kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. This quantity. That means what? 15 is to 15 by 30 cut 1 by 2, that equals to 1 is to 2. Part 1. Part 2. Find this meter to this kilometer. B. 5 meter to 10 kilometer. What I will do here? Tell me. First one is meter, second one is kilometer. That means kilometer we have to convert into meter. Okay, or meter convert into kilometer. What do you want? Kilometer convert into meter, or meter convert into kilometer? Always you will convert greater one to smaller one, not smaller to greater. Okay, so then how can I write down 5 meter to 10 into 1000. 1000 meter equals to 1 kilometer. So 5 meter, 5 to 10,000. 10,000 or 5 by 10,000. Okay, cut 2000 equals to 1 by 2000 equals to 1 is to 2000. Got it? Now next one is 50 paise to 5 rupees. Same, just I have done 50 paise to 50 paise to 5 rupees. Rupees 5. So rupees will be converted into paise. 50 paise to 5 into 100, that is 500 paise. So 50 by 500, 0 cut, 10, 1 by 10, 1 by 10, that equals to 1 is to 10. D. 5 meter to 10 kilometer, that you have done. B, C. Only 3 questions are there. Okay? Nothing is there. So this type of question you can frame so many ways. Okay, you can do from your class 7 standard book also how to find out the ratio. Okay. Now question 2, ratio is given, how to find out the percent? Only 2 questions. Ratio is given. What is the ratio? 3 is to 4. 3 is to 4. What I said about the ratio? It is a comparison of 2 quantity by division. I have to form in fraction. 3 upon 4. Okay. Now percent multiplied by 100. So here you can convert 4 into 100. Okay, but sometimes it will not be possible. That's the best way is that whatever the number is given, you multiply it by 100. Okay, so it will be what? 25. So 75%. Clear? Now 3. You see why not possible? Next question will tell you answer. 2 is to 3. So 2 upon 3. I cannot convert 3 into 100. Here is a problem. So that's why what we do, you multiply it by 100. So it will be 200 by 3, that equals to 66.2 by 3%. 66 for 2 by 3%. Understood? This way you will proceed. Clear? Now coming to next question. I think whatever the small tasks I have given before holidays, this 3-4 days holidays, you have done very well. If you have problem, you will talk to me. Now next question is that 72% of 25 students are good in mathematics. Find the number of students who are not good in mathematics. This question I can do in 2 ways. Which percent is given? Good. Number of students who are good. 72% are good. Then what percent is not good? 100 minus 72, 28% students are not good. Now, what is the total strength? 25. Now, you have to find out the value of 72% and 28% out of, that means out of total 25. Then you will come to know. Or, I am doing it 2 ways. Very simple ways. So, 3, total number of students. Total number of students 25. Good in mathematics. Shortcut. Good in mathematics. Maths 72%. But they are not asking you to find out the good in maths. They are asking who are not good in maths. So then whatever the number you require, that related percent also required. Okay. Here it is given good number of good students, percentage is 72. But find out the number of who are not good in. So I cannot do it directly. What can I do? So not good in maths, not good in maths. That is equals to 100 minus 72. That equals to what? 28%. Now you find out 28%. What is the value of 28 out of 25? Therefore, number of students not good in maths equals to 28% of 25. How can I write down? 28%. When percent sign is removed, 100 will be the denominator. 20% means what? 28 out of 100. That 100 will be the denominator when this sign is removed. Okay. Of means multiply 25. Cut 25 fours are cut 7. 7 students are not good in maths. Students are not good in maths. Understood? This is one way. Or what I said, when good percentage is given, you find out the good. So after that, you deduct it from the total number of students, then it will be not good. That also you can do. That means main concept is what? Whenever any percentage is given related to anything, that number you can find out. If you need to find out something else, others, their percent you first find out. What percent? Like you see 72% students are good. Okay, good percentage is 72. Not good percentage is what? Then out of 100, 72 minus karo, you will get it 28%. 28% is not good, because why I am finding it? Because they are asking you to find out the not good number. Not good in maths, that number will equal. So that's why that percent also I equal. You find out this way. Or since 72% is good, find out the value of 72. So this question I can do in another way also. You see just second method. Second method, how can you find out? Total number of students, total number of students is equal to 25. Good percentage, good in maths, 72%. Okay. Therefore, number of good in maths, number, it is a percent, not number. Number of students good in maths, it will be what? 72 out of 25. So 72 by 100. Percent is removed. This. Cut 4. Cut 18 equals to 18 are good in maths, but you require not good in maths. Therefore, number of students not good in maths equals to, you have total number is 25 into 18 minus 18 equals to 7 students. So this is also the way to find out our required number when it is not given directly. Why? Because good percentage is given, not good number you need to find out. We cannot do it. So good percentage is given, you find out the good number only. When this good number you deduct from the total number, I will get not good in maths. Okay, the same question you can perform in two ways, no problem. Okay, now question number 4. I am coming to question number 4. So you need to learn little bit. If you go through class 7 standard, I am telling you because you are not attending the proper class, so you have enough time at home. Just go through the class 7 standard book again. So many questions will be there. You can find out how to find out whole number into percent, fractional number into percent, decimal number into percent, ratio into percent, how to find out the whole quantity when original quantity is missing. This type of question you will get. So many questions were there. I suggest you please go through once, okay? Because in your textbook only limited questions are there, okay? A football team won 10 matches out of the total number of matches they played. Total number, how many matches they played, not mentioned. Only the winning matches number is 10. If their percentage, if the winning percentage was 40, that means 40%, then how many matches did they play in all? Okay, so winning percentage is 40 and winning number is what? 10. You have to just make a link of these two quantity. The winning percentage is 40 and winning number is 10. Whole quantity is missing. Okay, then how to find out this question? Let the number of matches played be X. I don't know what is the total number of matches played. I have total winning matches number. I have winning matches percent. Okay, winning number is equal to 10. Winning percentage is equal to 40%. Okay, so 40% of the total number X is this what is the value of 40% here? 40% of the total thing is 10. Therefore, in class 7 you have come to know how to find out the whole quantity. 40% of X, total is the X number of matches played and its value is the 10. 40% matches 1 out of the total matches number X and its value is 10. I have established a link. Now you find out this solution. Okay. 40% means 40 upon 100. Of means multiply. X equals to 10. Now it is a kind of equation, small equation. X you leave it here and 40 upon 100 you send it to right hand side. Okay. How can you find out? X 10 already is in the right hand side. When 40 by 100 we are shifting there, it will be 100 by 40. So 100 by 40 cut, it will be what? 0 0 cut, 0 0 cut and 4 and you cut 25. Okay, so X equals to 25. Okay, then what was X? Go to the top, total number of matches played. X, therefore total number of matches played, total number of matches played was 25. They played 25 matches and won 10 matches and that percent is 40. Understood? This is the way. You have to know the meaning. You have to read the statement again and again. You don't consider that this question will come. In exam hall, how will come to know? You have quantities, you have percent and whole quantity is missing. You have to establish a link. Okay? And then you solve it accordingly, you will get it. Until and unless you make out the meaning of the word given in the question, you cannot solve. And for this, you have to read the statement very carefully, slowly and part by part. Okay? And then you will come to know, yes, I have to do this thing. When whole quantity is missing, that whole quantity is X. And shortcut, you write down in shortcut, winning number is 10, winning percent is 40. Now establish a link. That means 40% of the total thing is 10. Bas, enough. And then solve it nicely, you will get the answer. Okay. Now coming to question number 5. Question number 5. What is this? If Chamili had rupees 600 left in her after spending 75% of money, after spending 70% of money, how much did she have at the beginning? Here, this is a confusion. You cannot link, make a link directly. She had left amount 60 rupees and she had spending percent, left amount and spending percent. You cannot make a link. Okay, spending percent is 75%. Okay, and remaining part of money is the 60. You have to find out the whole quantity. I cannot make a link directly. So whole quantity is missing. Let that total money she had be X. This much of I have understood. But here it is given, the spending percent is 75%. What is the remaining percent? Okay, remaining spending money is 75%. Remaining money is what? 100 minus 75. This is a 25% because she had money after spending. That is the remaining. The remaining number equivalent to remaining percent. Okay, then you can establish a link. Otherwise not. When spending percent is there and remaining value is there, total quantity is X. Okay, I understood. But that link you cannot make a link. So 40% of X is 10. That you cannot make it. Okay. So here what to do then? Spending percent equals to 17%. Therefore, remaining percent percent equals to 100 minus 75, 25%. Acha. Let total money she had, total money she had be X. Therefore, spending remaining money rupees 60. Balance spending percentage this. What is the remaining percentage? 100 minus 75. 100 minus 75. So 25%. Now you establish total money she had be X. Okay. So now establishing therefore 25% of total money X, that will be equivalent to 60 rupees. Understood or not? This is the remaining percent of money and this is the total money, and value of the remaining percent is 60. It is given in your book. But how we have got the remaining percentage? From the spending percent. The spending percent and remaining value, I cannot make a link. Whatever concept is what? Whatever the percent is given, that related number is required. If it is not there, try to find out this number by some sort of method. Okay? Now, find the value. So that will be 25 by 100 of means into X equals to 60. Good. X, we leave it here and by transposing 25 by X, X equals to 60 into 100 by 25. Cut. It will be 4 or X equals to 240 rupees. So actually she had 240 rupees and she spent 75%, and after that she had 60 rupees. Understood? So if she is having 240 rupees, then she can spend 75% and balance amount will be 60. So if you read the statement properly and establish a link, this type of questions will never be a problem for you. Understood my point? Now, last question is what? Coming to last question. After that, I told you if you have class 7 standard book, so please do it. Your knowledge will be what? Expanded. If you are not doing, you have done it long before. Since this chapter is going on, that related exercise should be there. I have some extra question, but I will give you later. First of all, I have to finish the chapter question given in your textbook. Then I will give you extra. 60% of people of a city like cricket. 30% of people like football, and remaining. What is the remaining? Okay, the total percentage is 100. Out of 100, 60% gone and 30% also gone. Total 60 plus 30, 90% people are liking cricket and football. Remaining like other games. What is the percent of the people liking other game? 100 minus 60 plus 30, that's 90. 10% people are liking other games. What is that? What is the link? If the total number of people 50 lakh, then find the exact number of like who each type of game in play like each type of game. That means how many people are liking football, how many people are liking cricket, how many people liking other game. Okay, very simple. You just see my work. Total number of people they have given. Total number of people equals to how much? 50 lakh. So 50 lakh I will write down in number. This. Okay. Percentage for people. Percentage of people liking. First one is cricket. Cricket equals to 60%. Percentage of people liking football 30%. Percentage of people liking other game. That means 100 minus 60 plus 30. That is 100 minus 90, 10%. 10% people are liking other game. Now you have to find out the value of each person. 60% of 50 lakh, 30% of 50 lakh, 10% of 50 lakh. You will get it. Okay. That means value, how to find out the value of percent? And the number of people, percentage of people. Even now you find out number of people. Number of people liking cricket. 60% of 50 lakh. 50 lakh, then one more zero will be there. 50 lakh. Okay. So total number of zero, 50 lakh. Okay. Now find out 60 upon 100 into 50 lakh. Those zero cut 30. 5 6 is 30. How many zero? 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. That means 3 lakh people are liking 3 lakh people are liking cricket. Okay. Now how many people liking football? So number of people liking football equals to 30% of 50 lakh. So 30 upon 100 into 50 lakh. Those zero to cut 15 and 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. That means 1,50,000 people liking football. And now other game you can find in two ways. You add the two and subtract from the 50 lakh. That I not call, that way you can do, or you find out the value of percent. Other game, therefore other game you may find out, you add the two and subtract from 50 lakh, that also possible, or other game 10% of 50 lakh. So 10 upon 100 into 50 lakh. Those zero. So 50. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 5 lakh. And that one is what? 30%. 2 zero cut. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 15 lakh. Okay, 15 lakh, 30 lakh and 5 lakh. This is other game. So these are the very simple type of questions given in your book. So you have to expand it. So many questions related to ratio, so many questions related to how to find out the value. It is given in the 7th standard book, or if you have some extra book, you can practice. Okay. So next day I will start selling price, cost price, percentage, loss, tax, etc. So I will request you, please go to the class 7th standard book again. So whatever it is given, you try to recollect. I will explain again, but you first of all you do it yourself. Okay? I'll start the second chapter next day. Okay, seventh chapter, second exercise next day. Okay, till then, bye bye.